I am going to do my wrap up of books 21 through 25, which is going to be, oh my God, that's so embarrassing. I'm drinking a Sprite right now, but it's going to be super quick and easy because 3 of these books I've either talked about already or can't talk about right now, so it's great. The first book, my book number 21, is Pretty Things by Virginie Despentes. I think that's how I remember saying it. I forgot to re-look up the how to say it, by Emma, or translated by Emma Ramadan, and I have a full review of this book up that I will link below and or in the upstairs part with the I. I loved this book, and I actually really like my review too, so you should go watch it. But this book was wackadoodle. It is very vulgar, but it has a lot of great things in it, I think. Oh, there's another cat. So many cats. So anyways, I will link that review. This is going to be so fast, I told you. The next book is Everything in Its Place by Oliver Sacks, which I also already talked about. I read this for the that's not right. The BookTube prize round 1. I was in the nonfiction round. Basically, I thought this was a total snore, but I will also link below where I talk about this book. I will have it timestamped to the part where I'm talking about it. But yeah, so boring. Don't read it. Then I have Slow Boat by Hideo Furukawa, and this is translated. Baby! Baby! This is translated by David Boyd. I'm sorry, guys. Laverne is desperate to go outside, but I just don't want her to go out there, and she is making a stink. What are you doing? I don't know. Anyways, so this was really fun and cute. I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very short, quick read, but basically we've got our main character whose name, I don't know. I don't remember what his name is. Maybe we don't get told his name, but basically he is reminiscing on these 3 loves, these 3 women that he's had, or he hasn't had them, but these 3 women and his relationships with them. So it's just him sitting at a bus stop, I think, or sitting somewhere, and then thinking about these 3 different girls and how they've touched his life. And it comes back around full circle in the end, and I just think it is absolutely beautiful. The very, very end. I am gonna... Baby! Why is she doing this? So yeah, I don't remember how his life finishes. That's not the right way of putting it, but I don't remember what, because the very, very ending is a letter, and I think that the letter is very beautiful that he gets sent it, but I don't remember what happens to him at the very end of the book, which is hilarious. But it is very dreamlike. There's lots of feelings of longing. I feel if you like Haruki Murakami, you're probably going to like this book. If you don't like him, you're probably not going to like this book. Please, Laverne, you're really annoying me right now. Baby! Can you play with the birdie? So annoying. So yeah, this was, I thought, a really fun, great time. I'm not mad that I read it. I'm probably not going to remember what it's about in a year, though. So, the next book is no, that's not the Nickel Boys. Sorry, I just did my, review of this book that I'm going to post at the end of the round for the BookTube prize. I can't talk about this book because I'm reading it for the BookTube prize, but it's The Nickel Boys by Colson Whitehead, and I did talk about the Underground Road in the video a little bit, so that's why I got confused, but yes, so that is a book that I have finished. And then, oh my gosh, sorry, I'm having allergies. Book 25 is A Black Hole by Charles Burns, and this was a time. I feel like if you have a teenager and you want them to never do drugs, you should make them read this book, because is so bad. This book is about like basically some kind of weird sexually transmitted disease that exists in this town that causes people to become disfigured in various ways. Let me see if I can find a screen appropriate, because there is a lot of inappropriate things in this book. There's so much genitalia. So if you don't want to look at genitalia, don't look at this book. I'm trying to see if I can find anything that is appropriate. Nothing is appropriate. Just, you'll have to trust me when I say that these people get like, I can't, like okay, no, nope, I guess that's mildly appropriate. She's wearing underwear, so this is like her skin is like kind of opening. The guy that okay, here we go. He's got like a little mouth on his neck. So, but everyone presents differently, so some people can like pass, but it is transmitted. You can only get it if you have sex with someone who has this weird thing. There's a scene where one of the people like goes on an acid trip, I think, and it's so upsetting. It kind of gives me the same feelings that watching the movie Requiem for a Dream did, especially like at the end. Maybe not especially at the end, but it just did not make me feel good. I probably gave this 3.5 or 3 stars. I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's not a good book. Like, I think it did what it meant to do very well, because it talks, it has, basically everyone is shaming these people because, like, oh, I know that you had sex, and that's, like, how you got it. And there's, like, a community of outcasts that are living together, and so there's a lot of, otherization and whatever. But basically the main thing is that after reading this, I like just never want drugs to be near me ever, which is, how I already felt, but now I like really feel that way because yeah, this was horrible. But it wasn't bad. You know what I'm saying, right? Like I'm not mad that I have read it and that it exists on my shelves. I'm not going to be getting rid of it, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to ever read this again because it was very upsetting. So yeah, those are books 21 through 25, mostly just the 2 books that I could talk about. If you've read any of these and have anything you want to say, please let me know down below. We should talk in the comments. Okay, I will catch you guys later.